Yeah! 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 Finals! We're going back to the finals! Yeah! Oh. I had waited for this moment for the last month. I told myself, I'm not talking shit. I'm not overhyping. I am not going to be dramatic. I'm going to wait till we get to the top. And we are #1 in the West. Everyone was talking all that shit. The Suns are a better team. The Grizzlies are going to knock you guys out. Luka Doncic is going to pull off the greatest comeback in NBA history. And you all have egg on your face. You take that shit. You take it. And I will bask in the glory of the Golden State. This is a great day. This is such a great day. It's great in so many ways. The most important thing is that my team was able to go back to the finals after 2 years. 2 years of agony. 2 years of people thinking we were done. We were never going to make it again. It was over for us. That's what everyone was saying. It was over. The Warriors will never make it to the finals again. What do you have to say about it now? What do you have to say for yourselves now? What do you have to say? You got nothing. You got nothing. You have nothing. To all the doubters, to all the haters, I hope you enjoy this moment. I hope you remember this moment. Let it be etched in the back of your mind for the foreseeable future. Because make no mistake, you will see this again. It may not be next year. Hell, it may not be the year after that. But we will be back. We are like... That's a bad analogy. I was thinking of a certain disease that comes back constantly. I would say we're like the tide. Sometimes we're really high, and sometimes we're really low. But make no mistake, the tide is always constant. And the Golden State Warriors is the tide of the NBA. We went through the low tide, and now we're at the high tide, baby. We're at the high tide. And man, I just want to take all of this in. I swore I wasn't gonna cry. I swore. I know I'm acting like we won the finals or something. I know, but you gotta understand, man. Every single step of the way, everybody was doubting us. Everybody. It wasn't until we reached the conference finals where people were like, "Yeah, it's the Warriors." And I picked Warriors in 6, by the way. So I was wrong. I was wrong. Warriors in 5, baby. Warriors in 5. I was wrong. And you know what? I'll admit I was wrong. But man, this is that's why I'm making this video, because I never got a chance to really do this type of video. You know, I was a fairly new fan of the NBA in 2017, and no, I was a fan of Golden State before they became the mega super team with Kevin Durant. I actually fell in love with them when they lost the finals, because I always root for the underdog, and in that moment I didn't know about the 73 wins. All I knew is that I was rooting against LeBron, and then they lost, and I was like, man, I really feel bad for them. I hope they make it back. In my mind, because I didn't really know who they were as a team. And then I started looking more into them and learning about Steph Curry, falling in love with his game. Man, and Steph. First ever Western Conference Finals MVP. I do agree there was a comment on Twitter where it's like, why didn't you just say playoff MVP? I agree with that. It should just be playoff MVP. Because make no mistake. Steph, and everyone was, I'll get to that later. Make no mistake, the best player for the Golden State Warriors for every single round of the Western Conference playoffs was Steph Curry. Coming off the bench for Denver, he gave us very important minutes, gave us important buckets. Hell, he was the leading scorer, I believe, in like 3 of the games. And then with Memphis, he was the most consistent player. And don't give me that shit about, well, what about Game 6 Klay? Klay was struggling for the first 3 games. At least Curry was a consistent, 20, 25 points per game? Maybe not on the best efficiency, but he always gave you 20 to 25 points per game. And then, against the Mavericks, fucking, 30 points per game? I don't know what he scored in this game, but I bet you it was at least, I think it was in the 20s. And so let me address what other people were saying about this is just a participation trophy. I can't even talk. A participation trophy? Are you fucking kidding me? So then I guess the Western Conference Finals trophy is also a participation trophy. It don't mean squat to be the best team in your division. It doesn't mean squat to be the best team in your conference. Not unless you win it all. You guys will do anything to degrade success. You will do anything. If this was your favorite player, you wouldn't have said that. If this was Luka, I bet you wouldn't have said that. And I'm going to go there. If this was LeBron, you wouldn't have said that. But man, think of it this. Think this, guys. Steph Curry won not only the first ever Western Conference Finals MVP trophy, he also won the first ever Kobe Bryant MVP trophy. Not the name itself, the actual trophy. They introduced the new trophy at the All-Star game, and he won that. So you know what? To the Rob Parkers of the world, you want to know what Steph Curry has accomplished without Kevin Durant? You want to know? Well, let's start. 2020-2021 regular season. He led the league in scoring, so scoring champion. He was top 3 in MVP voting. And Durant was playing. Now, yes, he was injured. I'll give you that. But he was playing. 2021, 2022. First half of the year. Led the NBA in votes for MVP. Or he was the leading candidate for MVP. Now, of course, he went through that awful slump. I won't forget that. So he didn't go on that awful slump. He would have won MVP this year, too. It's okay. He won the All-Star MVP. He led his team to the 3rd best record in the West. Led his team to the NBA Finals again. And won the first ever Western Conference Finals MVP. What the fuck does KD have to say about it? He's won nothing. He's won nothing without Steph Curry. And I want you to remember that. He's won nothing. He won one thing. Your respect. That's it. That's all he won. But he's not won anything else. He won one playoff series against a depleted Boston team that really stood no chance against them. Yes, he won the Olympics, and yes, he does deserve that. I'm not a person that says that KD has not accomplished anything. Maybe I sound like I'm backtracking, but he's not accomplished more than what Steph has accomplished. Oh, and I forgot to mention, he's the all-time leading scorer, or he's the all-time three-point king in the NBA, and has retained his title as the greatest shooter of all time, which KD is not even close to being the greatest of anything. He's not the greatest small forward. He's not the greatest scorer. He's not the greatest mid-range shooter. Like, they always say, oh, he's the greatest guard for his height. I'm like, that means nothing. I'm just happy that we're going back to the finals. The only thing that really sucks is I actually was going to go to the finals. I was going to buy a ticket to fly out to San Francisco and go watch the finals. But, you know, I have responsibilities here, so it's preventing me from going, which really sucks, because I really wanted to go. It's okay, though. My team made it to the finals for the first time in 2 years. And I am on board for them to win. Warriors in 6. Warriors in 6. Warriors in 6.